As a retailer hoping to acquire a shop owner, what's the process?
So we describe this as a two-stage close. The first stage is your first interaction with that shop owner. So you've qualified them, you think this will be a good client for you, you walk into that shop. This is all about being friendly, being kind, building rapport. You are not trying to do hard sales. You're not trying to present yourself as, hi, I work for PIGEE, this is my solution, would you like to download the app? It will not work doing it that way. It's very important to know that. In this first stage, you are just building a relationship. And the best way to build a relationship is to ask questions and to compliment people and to take interest in what they're doing. So when you enter that store, you may walk around, have a look at what kind of products they're selling, find some products which you think are going to have that pain point with their customers. So for example, you might find a large product that someone cannot fit in their suitcase. You will then ask the shop owner some questions about this product. Ask them, do tourists buy this product? It's so big. If they do buy it, how do they get it home? You're just opening them up, and it's important to ask open questions. A closed question has a response of yes, no, a date, a time, a number. An open question has someone speaking openly to you and freely giving you lots of information. That information to you is gold. In fact, you don't need to be the person who is putting lots of effort into talking. You want to be listening. You want them to be talking to you, giving you their problems that need solving. As they give you these problems, you do not aggressively go back and say, I've got the solution for that. Do not do that. You just want to give them a bite-sized response to how PIGEE does solve their problems. I like to have a couple of standard responses that I have. That is, the PIGEE app is free to use and you get paid every time you make a transaction. On top of that, or before that, you want to be replaying back what their issues were. So let's say they said, I'm always trying to sell this chair, but the chair I'm trying to sell, tourists don't want to buy it because it's too big to carry home. That might be one of the responses you have. So you'll say, PIGEE will collect and send back a product like that so you can sell more chairs to more tourists, and it's free to use and you get paid every time you sell one of these chairs on the PIGEE app. Those are the key points of stage one. But now when you're leaving that store, you need to be considerate of what you're trying to accomplish. The things you're trying to accomplish are: one, you want the shop owner to download and register on the app. Two, you want them to agree to meet you a second time in the second and final stage of this sale that you're trying to complete. So when you want them to download the app, there are multiple ways to do this. Do not do a technical close, which is to say, these are the benefits and features. Would you like to download the app? Do not do that. What you want to do is to garner an emotional response from them. So you need to think, what kind of emotional response do you want that will lead them to actually download the application? One of my favorites is FOMO, the fear of missing out. So the way in which I do this is I say, well, these are all the benefits and features as far as how it will help you, and it's free to use and you'll get paid for using it. You must use the PIGEE app already, right? Other people are using the PIGEE app. Why aren't you using the PIGEE app? And they'll probably say, I haven't heard of the PIGEE app before. And then say, well, look, just download it. It's really simple. Do you want me to give you a hand? It's that simpler interaction to have them to download the application. So then they download the app, you give them a hand. It's step-by-step to register the shop anyway. They'll be registered in no time. Now we're on to the part of getting them to agree to meet you in your next and final stage of this two-stage close. That does not go like this. I would like to book in a meeting with you to come back and see you in your shop on a day when you're free. You do not want to do that. The way you want to do it is like this. This is minimizing your communication. So great. When are you guys the busiest in this shop? What days are you busy? They may say to you, I'm busy on a Friday. Fridays are really busy for me. Okay, great. So look, if I have time on Friday, I'll come back and I'll help you do some sales using the PIGEE app. Wonderful. Look forward to seeing you. And that's how that interaction should go. They may wonder why you wanted to come back on their busiest day and not their day when they're free. And that's because what you're doing on this second day is what we call a fishing exercise. You're trying to catch customers. And to do that, you need to be on a day when there are lots of customers in that store. And so you're able to come back, continue building rapport and relationship with them, give them a few extra pointers, ask extra questions. But when a customer comes in, you want to be able to help them to do that transaction. And you'll do this over time, once, twice, maybe 3 times, until they're confident enough to do it on their own without needing any help from you in doing this transaction. Part of that process is being able to identify a suitable customer, because customers are unlikely to come to the shop owner and say, hey, I want to buy this chair, but it's too big to fit in my suitcase. They don't do that. You need to be able to see a customer who is looking at a chair that you know they can't carry home, and then approach them and say, I'll just pay for it with the PIGEE app. It will be sent home for you. And then they're much more likely to do a transaction. The shop owner will see how simple it is to do it like this, and they will be active in the future doing it. Once you get a customer who is independent and active, that's a great client for you, because now they are a profit center. They're generating income for you, and hopefully you won't need to interact too much with them, and you can go on and recruit and acquire more clients who are doing the same thing. And that's the name of the game. Quality over quantity. Acquire, train, and make independent a shop owner who uses the PIGEE app without too much interaction from yourself. And you build as many of these as you can until you're creating a great recurring income for yourself.